What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classic Line blog. I know the title's crazy. As a quick 30-minute video, I've got to get in and get out because I'm on my way back to the office to do a show about business credit. But I had to talk about this. A lot of times, Dave Ramsey gets a bad rep. Grant Cardone, a lot of these people get a bad rep because they're somebody's guru. And I want you to understand it like this: they're gurus because you can't make a decision. They are who they are because you cannot make a decision. And don't worry, you're like millions of other Americans who cannot make a decision. Now, there's a book called Paradox of Choice, which talks about more is less. And you'll see it. People are claiming people are happy out here because, yeah, they're more happy because they're out here just making all these choices. This is not true. Every study shows when you give a rat, a dog, a hamster, a monkey, a person more choices, they're more frustrated. Hence the sea of people on the internet angry at genders. Okay? Because they have all the choices in the world, but they're mad. Okay? Why are they mad? Because more is less. Right? When I look around all my neighbors' tables and all my neighbors have really beautiful meals, and I ask the restaurant for the same meal and they don't have it anymore, I'm mad. Why? Because there is a paradox of choice. There's an opportunity cost. So, knowing there's an opportunity cost, and most of you with common sense in your head know you can't wait to 50 years old or 60 years old to decide, yeah, I'm going to start a business. I'm going to start my new life all over. Because why? You're older. Your body's tired. There's different changes going on. You are not the same person at 60 that you are at 20. Yes, you have plenty of experience, but you don't have the same parts. Sorry, it just is what it is. Now, why does Dave Ramsey make money forever? His entry level is low. It's a $20 book. You can call into his show for free and talk about how you're in crazy debt, and he'll listen. And guess where he makes all the money on the backside? Affiliates and sponsorships. There's sponsors that sponsor his radio. There's affiliates that pay, that he say, hey, go to this business guy and he'll work on your income tax. Go to this guy, he'll work on your, your stock profile, your 401k, Edward Jones, whatever. And those people pay him a percentage of the affiliates that they get. This is business 101. You have a low entry level product that brings people in. And this might be one of my lowest viewed videos, but this is the 100%. I'm giving you a business right here. $20 product, a book, or whatever, get you in the door, right? Then everything else on the back end is what gets you, right? Because now you're listening to Dave Ramsey. You're going to listen to him about insurance. You're going to listen to him about your stock market portfolio. You're going to listen to him about who to go to for your resume. You're going to listen to him about where to move. You're going to do all these things, and they have hundreds of thousands of people in every city, every state, in every category that matters, which is insurance, which is your taxes, which is banking. They have affiliates with all those people. So they're going to get paid forever. Ever. Get paid forever and ever. Because why? Relationships matter. People matter. Having connections with people is where you make your money in business. No lone man, lone wolf, island bull crap. That does not exist. Okay? Thank you. Getting the job done without doing nothing. Listen. Right? And so a lot of people out here think, Erica, whatever. I wait till I'm 50. I'll have all these choices. You will not have all these choices. People, my grandpa, I was going to name this video Wolf Tickets or Wooden Nickels. My grandma let me say, don't take no wooden nickels. And I would laugh because I'm like, I'm so tired of hearing that wooden nickels mess. But I realized what they were talking about is a lot of people out here trying to sell you something that is a wolf ticket. It's a wolf ticket. It's empty. It's baseless. They would not tell their grandchildren to do what they're telling you. They would not tell their adult children to do what they're telling you. They would not. Master P is rapping, but he ain't telling his son to do what he's rapping about. Okay? These rappers are saying something that they're not going to tell their children to do. These people out in these business spaces and business world are not going to tell their children to do what they talk about. Okay? So again, look at the entry level of the people on the internet that you're listening to, that you're absorbing business information from. Look at the entry level of their business. First thing you got to ask yourself is, who's their product? What is their product? What are they selling? Even as you watch me, what am I selling? Right? I'm always just super connecting you to what? My affiliates who have courses and products and services to help you get where you're trying to go in business and in life. Because I don't have all the answers. And anybody who tries to play like they got all the answers are sadly mistaken. Okay? So again, you ask yourself, what's the product? If you watch somebody and you go like, okay, they got a book. Is that all their product is? Of course not. You're the product. You're the product, and you Kevin Samuels can make videos forever. There will always be delusional women and men who think they're higher value or they look better than they do. That's the fitness industry in a nutshell. Okay, there will always be opportunities for this. There will always be coaching in America. There will always be networks. There will always be masterminds. Even this year alone, the uptick in bringing people back into masterminds, back into conferences is already through the roof. But I'm trying to get into particular masterminds. Okay, ones that just cost bread. Like there was one mastermind this year. You had to fly to Puerto Rico to go to the mastermind. You dig what I'm saying? Like already levels on levels on levels, and pay a big lump sum to get you there. And it was real estate wholesalers, investors, high level. And see, they did that on purpose because everybody can run around and say they're a wholesaler. Everybody can run around and say they're a real estate investor. But do you have a lump sum of money and also fly to Puerto Rico and be in a villa in Puerto Rico? No, everybody can't do that because everybody's not on that level. So look at the entry level of the business someone's trying to market to you, and how many people can get into that. How many people can get into Shopify? How many people can get Amazon FBA? How many people can get these things? Even when I bring people on talking about tech, immediately people in the chat are thinking opportunity cost. Well, man, Eric, I got to put on a suit and tie and show up to work. Can you tell me about a job where I can make $150,000 while sitting in my drawers? Can you tell me about that one? Because that's where people's minds are. They're on the opportunity cost that it'll cost them. But guess what? They never make a decision. So they lose either way. And again, you can sit there for 5 years straight and go, Erica, I never made a bad decision. But you never made any decision, so you'll have the same results as other people. Nothing. You'll have a bunch of damn nothing. So again, I'm just doing this quick because I want you to understand that the reason I go all over YouTube and space and put stuff in my community tab, yes, there's a bunch of silly over there, and there's a reason I'm doing that for the algorithm. And then 2, I do it to show you other people who are actually doing real business. Now, I'm not knocking the hustle. Coaching, consulting, courses is a business. It will always be a business. If you're in my Rap 20% class, which we'll have later this afternoon, after the credit show, and you know what I'm talking about. Businesses, like, I can put it to you like this. Business is a 101 thing. If you're consistent, that's what beats everybody else out. The playing field is so low right now for blogs and Instagram, and like literally it's just who can get eyeballs on the paper. And when you don't differentiate yourself, and Diamond Dave does a great video on this, when you don't make yourself any different, well, you know, old boy over here sells that same course for $25. So why am I buy your course? Never get into those discussions, right? Never get into. You need to make it so clear what your product offers. Just explain it out, testimonials, lots of documentation. Because what happens is people in their minds is the paradox of choice. Well, there's a million people selling this, so why should I buy yours? You're not my customer. If you watch the videos and you did not find the value and you didn't go, man, I've got to work with Erica Williams, you're not my customer. It's not my job to oversell you on it. See right there, you're going, some people will be like, but I'm the customer. You're not my customer. You may be Sharkeisha's customer. You may be Jeffrey's customer, but you're not mine. Because I don't have to do all that. Okay? So again, you have to ask yourself, what is the product? And 9 times out of 10, the product is you. Okay? The product is you. Not knocking people's hustles out here, but the product is you. Okay? Number 2, can you Google this person and what they're saying is true? Can you Google it? Can you Google them? Can you find that they exist somewhere, not just on YouTube or not on Instagram? And yeah, people are like, well, people are paying for articles, Erica. Yeah, but anybody who's been doing business for a significant amount of time, you pretty much can go back and Google them. You can go back and find my coffee shop in North Carolina. You can go back and find where I ran a film festival in North Carolina that I created for several years. You can go find, stuff with United Way. You can go back years and see articles on me. You dig what I'm saying? Okay. And so again, levels to this at all times. There's levels to this at all times. Most people, once you get to a certain level, you can kick the table from underneath them and they will still be okay. Why? Because there's principles about business. There's principles about assets, certain level assets. As long as you have them, you will make money. Right? Anybody can turn on a computer and make a bunch of YouTube videos. Doesn't mean they'll be great. Again, there's only 76,000 channels that have over 1,000 subscribers. But there are steps to mostly every business out here. 101. It's how many eyes can you get on your product and your service. And if you're the product, okay? So again, I bring on people who are plumbers, who own solar power companies, who own these different companies. I talk about these people in the Route 20% class for a reason. Middleman to millions. There's several interviews of several types of people, roofers, appliance repair, all this stuff. All these things, everybody's looking for the easiest level of entry, which is of course making, YouTube, all this stuff like that. They're very easy to get into, but do they have the money to promote their business? If they don't have the money to promote their business, why would you be doing business with them? Clearly their product is not valuable enough for them to run ads on. Okay, so again, take it to the next level. Look out here in the marketplace. When I tell you, there's a guy's video, I would love to reference him, but I don't want to get no drama. He was like, yeah, 90% of jobs are gonna be gone. 90% of the jobs he's thinking of will be gone. A lot of food service, a lot of retail, a lot of that stuff will not be as essential. I'm in one part of Austin right now, and I can tell you every one of these businesses has the owner there and maybe like one family member or one assistant in these offices, right? All of them, except for the nail place. The nail place is full of workers. And even though you're in the middle of Austin, a vibrating, a booming, a huge economic booming economy, this will be the future of a lot of businesses. The owner and one or two people on staff, if that. Right? And that'll be the future for a lot of businesses. And so when we talk about commercial space is going to be cheaper. Right? And so when I talk about not everybody can be a business owner, because I know a lot of y'all want guaranteed results. You won't even talk to a woman unless it's guaranteed that if you take her to Red Lobster, she gonna give you some panties. I mean, like, y'all are sick. Y'all are sick, bro. You need it to be perfect or you will not even do it. Some of these women will not dress any kind of way if they know they can't meet a dude, that they go out that day and meet a dude and get a date and do all this stuff. There's a lot of y'all who won't do anything unless you're guaranteed a result. Baby, you need a job. Let me just put you very clear. This is why I bring on so many people talking about high income jobs, because a lot of you're like, I'm gonna do this for 2 hours and I want to be paid 100 grand. No. And I'm serious. I'm really serious right now. I was working out with a group of people, and the one girl was like, oh, I worked out all last year. It didn't change my life. And I was like, girl, you work out for you. You work out for your heart. You work out for your body. You work out for your mind. This is your time. Do you get what I'm saying? There isn't a guarantee at the end of the workout. There isn't a guarantee at the end of all this stuff. But I can tell you what's going to guarantee you some poverty is waiting until you're 50 to think now I'm going to go and I'm going to get married and have kids. And have you ever met people in their 50s with little kids? They are working like Hebrew slaves, working hard, they're breaking their bones, working hard to make money. Okay? Because the cost of living as you get older goes down. Okay? That's all I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to get that through your head. It is, and Instagram and COVID is showing people the reality of loneliness. Listen, they had an article about how did our grandparents and people during the Great Depression to deal with loneliness. This is why your parents, if you look back, grandparents wrote all these letters. Because when your family member moved away, it was like, bye, I'll never see you again. Like, moved away. Like, I can even find letters my grandma wrote, and my grandma didn't go past like 8th grade, because the family farm, our great grandparents had like 16 kids, and there was only so many of them that could go to school at one time. That just was what it was. Only so many could go to school at one time, and when you was a girl and you got a certain age, hey baby, you gonna help us for a few years, you be married, goodbye. So and I'm being being really serious. Like, I'm being absolutely serious. And my girl was born in 1920, 1921. Like, she's like the silent generation in between after the Great Depression or whatever. And so you're talking to people about the paradox of choice and what happens when you really make a decision. Back in the day, your grandparents, when somebody moved away, that was a true decision. They were gone. You didn't see them again. That was a real decision. Do you understand? You write stuff. Okay? You writing because you miss them so much. That's true decision making. Now people are saying, "Well, I'm kind of lonely," but but they won't make a decision to step out of their house and make real life relationships. They rather be on the internet acting a fool. Okay, Tez, tell them. Listen, I've got 20 events I'm going to already for this year. There are 43 weeks left in the year. I already know every week in April I will be at an event in a different city, and I know how everybody in that city is going to act. I know how they're going to be at the mastermind. Miami, Atlanta, Houston. I already know all of October, September, November. I already know those are scheduled. I already know parts of June and July. Listen to me. People have made a mental decision that, okay, well, I got to get back to life. We sat out a year. And if you're a family of 4 or 5, y'all can keep sitting out for a whole year. Y'all can keep, you have a family unit. You can keep dialing it back and telling your wife to cook all the meals at home and save money, save money, save money, save money down. But reality, that's not the rest of America. The rest of America is picking back up and going out the door. Is exactly. Again, opportunity cost. I don't know how many times I say this. You got to figure out what your product is. Who is your customer? Who are y'all going to sell to? Okay. Because if you're not doing any of those, you're like, Eric, I don't want to do a business at all. Well, then you need to figure out what high income job you're going to need, because all this retail stuff, all this food service stuff is gone. It's gone. It's gone. Listen, old boy, I'm not going to name him because I don't want no smoke. He nice, but I don't want no smoke from him. He out there in the South. Oh, he Ohio still? I think he's still in Ohio, but he shut down all his Shopify stores because there's a cyclical pattern of how people buy things, how people sell things, and when certain markets get saturated. When you do real business, you know these things. Right now, there's a guy connecting with us who's showing us triplexes and fourplexes in Indiana and parts of places that are below Chicago, off to the right of Chicago, but not like Gary, Indiana. Why is he showing us this? Because a lot of those 60, 70, 80-year-old, just to be honest, white people and black people who own those properties for all those years, they're ready to go sit down and retire it out. Give me my cash. Peace out. I don't have to deal with tenants anymore. Done it for 50 plus years. At the end of the day, you look on YouTube, people are making $18,000 a year. There will still be people moving into these parts of Indiana and parts of Chicago and Inglewood to save money. So there will still be real estate to make money off of. So anyway, exactly, man, Miami. Listen, right now, the governor of Texas is trying to figure out how to pass a bill so we don't have to wear masks. I'm not even joking. And people are like, Texas is so stupid. You're so dumb. I just saw at least 100 U-Hauls on the highway after I went and checked on my property today. Say what y'all will. Y'all gonna be down here because I'm gonna just tell you. I want to name this video. Don't get no wooden nickels, because I every day I meet black people from Ohio, Pennsylvania, working at CVS, working at Walgreens, working at Lowe's. Now I'm at a position in life where, man, I can do something else with my time than $12 an hour being here all day. I can go be somewhere else doing some other stuff, make some more money. But these people are relocating from cities and working at Walgreens. They should be grateful for the job. I'm not knocking them. Congrats. Work that job, sis. Get that money. But that tells you the condition of our country. So, like, okay, pay attention. You're going to have to make a choice. Okay? You need to make a choice. Because if you don't make a choice, life will make a choice for you. And I know we have to always revert it back to like relationships for y'all to get it. If you're a woman, you know how much time frame you got to make a choice. Black women, we get a little bit more time, to about 42, 43, before we stop having them babies, the oopsie babies. But you still have to make a choice. Okay? Okay? If you're a man and you're choosing to say, I'm going to wait till I'm 50, you need to every day. If you're 365 days in a year, 300 of them days, you got to be in the gym and you got to be taking supplements to be your best health. Because if you're a black man in America, you're statistically out the door at 62. 62 to 65, you gone. So if you wait to 50 to do all the things you thought about doing, all the Dominican Republic, all the Puerto Rico, all the travel, all the everything, you got about 12 years. 12 to 15. Do you get what I'm saying? So this the math, when you hear it, don't make no sense. Don't let nobody sell you no wooden nickels that don't make no kind of sense. Common sense says the average person, if you watch Dave Ramsey, 18 months, they study this like clockwork. If somebody follows their program to a T, in 18 months, they're debt free. No matter how big or how small, because the person is so sick to their stomach of having to tighten their belt so tight to get this debt paid off, they get rid of it fast. Okay? So then, if you know that takes about 2 years, and every time I talk to these people on the internet or I do consult calls, within 2 years, if you got a steady job and some common sense in your head and can put on a button-up shirt and a pair of dress shoes, you can change your life. Come on now. I got empathy now. People be acting like, Erica, you're so cruel. You don't have no compassion for these people. Honey, there was a season of life where I had to work 3 jobs for 2 or 3 months. And then when I started getting my math together, I was like, oh, I don't have to do this no more. I'm done. I've cleared up all that. I'm done. Okay? So you gotta really get it up here, okay? Get it through your head now. Okay? What do I want? Who do I want to sell to? What is my product? I'm not knocking you. If you want to come on YouTube and sell femininity and sell soap and sell bars and tissue and sell your consulting services, this is the place to do it for sure. I'm just telling you, for me and my peoples, this summer we on a break because we have other businesses that make us money. Is this one of the easiest? Hell yeah. This is one of my easiest businesses. The easiest. Okay? 90% returns on investment. Money come in, we only spend some money on the website, some blogging, some contractor staff, for sure. But I'm more of an electric person than other people. And I know that, right? But also, I know this show don't go on forever. There are several beauty and nice body girls on Instagram and stuff who are transitioning into other things. Blogs about family, blogs about dating, blogs about health and fitness. There are several of them who had to switch gears because guess what? Everybody gets a little bit older, baby. Everybody gets a little bit older. So you need to make sure you're enduring into a business. And the prime example of this is Charlene Bond. Charlene Bond, she used to be like in the P90X. What do you call them? The P90X videos. But she's like, not P90X. She's like, Charlene's whatever. Now she is on that 50-something-year-old middle-aged white woman, hope and dreams and meditation and supplements. Okay? Come on now. Is it true that New Yorkers are the biggest scammers for consultation, chargeback, and classes and courses? Tez, I don't necessarily believe that. I will say right now, my number 1 is New York. Now my number 2 is California, Concord, Sunnyvale, some other places, Los Angeles. Number 3 is Ohio. Number 4 is Alabama. Number 5 is Florida. Number 6 is Tennessee, and number 7 is Texas. Number 8 is North Carolina. So, I just know my numbers of where sales come from because I have a real business and I know where my affiliates come from. Like, I know to a T how many clicks y'all click on when I bring people onto the channel. That's how I know whether y'all like some stuff or you don't. Okay, 1,000 people clicked on Tamika's stuff. Great. Y'all really want her back. Okay, 1,000 people clicked on this person's stuff. Great. I'll bring that person back. Now, I can't tell you if they have the biggest chargebacks, but I'll tell you like this. Grant Cardone's twin brother made a company called No More Chargebacks. Like 911 chargebacks or something, because it's so rampant that the credit card companies did something. Infinite Fire Air. I walked into Walmart today and it was all self checkout. People not listening. Listen, I'm gonna bring Dr. Dix back on and we're gonna talk about the 3 things you need to do. I'm gonna make it very organized because me and him could just talk and laugh all day. But I'm gonna make it very 1, 2, 3. Do this 1, 2, 3. Okay, because at the end of the day, if you don't do the 1, 2, 3, there's a Kroger right now in the biggest city, Dallas, talking about they're gonna do all checkouts. And they're just gonna have employees walking around making sure the machines don't malfunction. Okay, and making sure that you don't steal. Pay attention, y'all. I won't go to stores like that because I won't do the work. I'll just pay the girl that goes in grocery shop for me to grocery shop. I just won't do it. Hey, I'm glad they're pushing me through the algorithms. I just bought Kamoy's Trust. I'm not struggling, but you need them skills. You want to fill out your resume. You want to work with SNS Consulting. Y'all want to get it right now. Anyways, all right, you guys, listen. I gotta roll out. Again, check the 2 o'clock video we're doing. It'll be live with Diamond Cut Media talking about business credit for 2021, the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do you get it? How do you get more access to it? Because I'm telling you, somebody said this the other day, and I'm telling you, how are they picking up all these people with PPP? The banks are snitching. The banks are snitching. Because the banks need money. The banks are in a system of decline. If they don't loan money, they don't exist. So definitely want to catch the show coming up. But I just want y'all to understand this. Don't be letting people sell y'all wolf tickets out here. You need to always understand, number 1, who is the product? What is the product? And then 2, if it ain't no product they selling, who is the product? It's you. Number 3, what do they do with their money? Look at their life. What do they do with their money? Again, y'all be seeing me like, why aren't you buying all these cars and stuff? Because I buy property. Because I run trucks. They're higher level, entry level assets. Higher, more cost. Go look at other trucking channels. Okay. Number 5. How many hours a day do you need to contribute the next year to get you where you're trying to go? If it's business, you need to be immersed in business conversation. If it's fitness, you need to be at the gym every daggone day taking 57,000 photos for your Instagram. Okay. If it's Shopify or something, you showing something online, you need to be all kind of photos. Okay. I'm really serious. I know y'all think I'm joking, but the decision, you need to make a decision. Because if you don't make a decision, you're gonna be like these women and men out here calling people shows like, Dave Ramsey, I just spent $300,000. I got $1 million in student loan debt. Where was that person's parents to slap them? That's dumb. $1 million in student loan debt? Come on, man. Number 2, if you calling, listen, I'm gonna say this, and I mean it 100%. I've got 6 uncles, all married to my aunts. I had my father till he died, my last senior year of college. I had my stepfather till he passed away. My mom's always been married, okay? My mom's always been married, okay? And I've always had male influence in my life. And I've always had people, my uncles are very direct and, hey, you need to do this. You need to get this in order. But I see there is a society of young people who haven't had male influence, who haven't had men speak into their life. That's why when you come on YouTube and a black dude, Kevin Samuels, Earn Your Leisure, any of these people come on and talk like they got some damn sense, people are like, oh my God, because they haven't been exposed. So again, all I'm trying to say is, immerse yourself, educate yourself, understand where your money's going to come from the next 5 years, and understand you can't wait to 50, 60 to make a decision in your life. You need to make a decision today. If you 25 watching me in this video, you need to make a decision today, boo-boo, for what your next 5 years going to look like. You don't have all day. You don't. Okay? You don't. Okay? So, all right, you guys, I'll see you in the credit video. Later.